Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the trending stories that you in Dubai are talking about. Our top story today: new destination timers are popping up on Dubai roads, and we love them.
And this is you think?
I'm just checking. 14% on Instagram are not sure.
No, we were the majority. And this is a very exciting story. Residents spill 16 life hacks for moving to Dubai.
Super influencer Karen Wazen has shared genuine before and after Glamsquad pics, and the internet's full of praise.
And the North Yas area is undergoing improvements for the community. So if you live in that area, this story will be right up your alley.
And do stay tuned, because later in the show, we're joined by the Dubai Matchmaker, answering your burning dating questions. Christiana Makshan, she's going to be with us. We put a quick question every now and then when we have a guest coming up. We put a question saying, do you have questions for a dating expert? Many questions came through, so we've condensed them and we're super excited. And we've had her on the show before, and she actually gives out some very solid dating tips. We're talking about some yesterday. We're like, solid, okay, which we're going to use.
We need them.
Shahir needs them.
You need them.
So we're gonna bring them to you later in the show.
Exactly, and I feel like this morning, that's what made me get out of bed, knowing that I'm gonna wake up and do this interview with you and get the lowdown on all the dating tips and hacks in Dubai.
That's so interesting. Do you think about work as soon as you wake up? You know, like when that alarm goes off and it's like snooze. Are you thinking about work at that time, or do you have a routine that kind of like it's a little bit, you're trying to like manifest a good day, or do you have something that you try to think of positively? Do you struggle to get out of bed?
Okay, so I'll speak about a friend. So the friend every morning, it's just one of the many friends, yeah. Okay. So the friend every morning struggles, waits until the last alarm goes off, and then hits the snooze, wakes up 3 minutes later, panics like a maniac, runs to the washroom, has everything done in the 10 minutes time bracket. But that's just a friend of mine, not me. I wake up to manifest. I wake up and do a little bit of yoga, just like calm myself.
That's amazing for you, but I want to talk more about your friend.
You tell me about you. What is your morning routine?
It's a routine. It's very standard. Like I have 3 snoozes in the space of 3 minutes.
Every minute? No, every
minute. So like today it's like 6:15, 6:16, 6:17. And I get up and I just do the shower. Always listen to the radio, Virgin Radio, love Chris Faith's show. And so I'm like, I think about work a little bit because I'm thinking about news, and I like some music.
That's cool.
But I'm not like focusing too much on the work ahead, but I like the music, like the chats.
Okay, so you wake up to a very wholesome morning and you have like your stuff in order, a routine that you follow to wake you up and put you in the mood.
Have outfit ready for the day before.
Smart.
No, I don't. I wish. That would be like, I feel like if I had my outfits ready for the day before, then I would be like top level adulting.
I think you can do that. You can manage that.
I thought about it. It's way too hard.
So you iron in the morning?
No, I don't iron.
Steam?
I don't steam.
You don't do anything?
I don't. No.
It's just non-ironing clothes?
Probably.
Nice.
Have someone who comes over every now and then to help out, You know how it is. So back to your maniac friend who does everything in the space of a short 10 minutes. Like
that crazy
Why do you think she struggles so much to get out of bed and snoozes?
Okay, let's go into the deep psychology of things. Probably
of your friend.
Of my friend. Probably because she's always sleep deprived. I think there's a condition for that. I think she has that condition where she's just like always, sleepy. So until the very last second she can catch in the snoozes, she catches in the snoozes. And right after it's no longer possible, and she knows like if 1 minute extra, she will just, probably lose her job. She will run and try to get her life in order within those 10 minutes.
People, it is a condition if you're always sleepy. That's a thing. So for your friend, I would suggest if she was always sleepy, get it checked out. We do need to jump into our first story, but just one question for your friend. What time does she go to sleep at night?
I don't know. That's for her to know. I don't ask her so many questions. We move on to our first story.
Okay, want your thoughts on this. New destination timers are popping up on Dubai roads. This should make your life easier, more palatable if you're stuck in traffic. So Dubai roads are leveling up with these new time formats, a feature that will show you the estimated time to your destination. We've seen 2 already. Tell me if there are more. You'll find one at Al Mamzar Toll in Sharjah on the Al Ittihad Road, and also another on Al Khail Road.
Exactly. So you will see some of the most popular destinations in Dubai with an estimated time of arrival and the suggested route to take. So genius.
Absolutely genius. We talked about it briefly before the show yesterday. We put a poll on Instagram. Do you like this? It's going to tell you, okay, so you're like 30 minutes from downtown, 35 minutes from downtown. You're on the same road every day, and it's giving you specific timings to your destination. I think it's fabulous. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the data, love the knowledge, love the information. More.
Yeah, if you don't have your Google Maps on, then that's a good, like, just, this is when you'll be arriving. So you have it in your head. Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah, because I think if there's a lot of traffic, you don't know if there's going to be a roadblock. And I wouldn't necessarily use Google Maps on a route that I take often.
Yeah, of course.
I probably just wouldn't have it open. So when, the lights just got brighter. Hello. When it's giving you that information, at least, yes, there might be a roadblock, but at least it's not a never end. There's an end in sight, If there's traffic, if there's been an accident of some sort, at least you're getting the information. I think it's fab.
I completely agree with you, but at the same time, I have to say I'm the 1% who would vote for, it's not the most ideal for me because I can't multitask. I cannot. It's not for me. And then if I see
multitask.
If I'm driving and I have to read so many, if I'm not used to, if it's a whole bunch of new text that I'm seeing and it's not one area, right? They have 3-4 areas with estimated timing. So they have numbers with letters, plus you're driving and you're concentrating on your surroundings. I would have a panic attack.
How do you read road signs?
No, road signs? Fine. No, that too, it's I use Google Maps. If I have to use the road signs, that means I don't know the way, so I would use the maps.
Look, I hear what you're saying and I understand that it could be more because let's say there's a couple of, for people who don't mind, I think the RTA have done a great job in terms of, they even give you estimated time to the airport, which it's always good to know estimated time to the airport. You never know when you're going to need to run there. And then they're saying, take this route, take that route, estimated time. I think it's great. We'll probably see more of them roll out on Dubai roads.
Woo!
Speaking of road hacks.
But before that, just wanted to say, Rashmi, we hear you. You love listening to music in the morning. That's fun. Casey loves that too.
I wish we could play music on the show, but because we're on Facebook, there's copyright issues. But stay tuned. Things could change. You never know.
Later in the future. We can sing. You can sing.
Let's move on to life hacks.
Life hacks. Residents spill 16 life hacks for moving to Dubai. So every country, city, town, province has its quirks and inner workings, and Dubai is of course no different. The city that caters to a cocktail of nationalities may not always be the easiest to navigate for newbies in town. So for those coming in fresh and new to the city of gold, here are a few life hacks / pro tips brought to you by none other than Dubai residents themselves to help you cruise through your time here in Dubai. So Vignesh Shetty took to the popular discussion website Reddit to ask a very relevant question. For someone who is planning to move to Dubai or has just moved here, what are some of the pro life hacks that everyone must know of to make their lives easier? And the internet did not disappoint with answers.
And I'm sure you guys have more, so do share them with us because we're nothing if not a sharing bunch. So number 16 on the list, download the Dubai Now app to take care of all your bills and other government admin. I second that. It's my best kind of admin Dubai app on my phone. Get it.
Same, literally same. So at 15, make sure you get your landlord to clean the ACs at least once a year or they leak and destroy your ceilings. Same with pest control visits and, so you don't want ant infestations in your house. And then, of course, the desalinated water can be tough on your hair. So buy a water filter for your shower head and remember to change the cartridges. And then, of course, take the time to choose your bank. Different ones offer different side benefits like discounts, movie discounts, meals, taxi rides, valet parking options, and all of that. So choose your bank very carefully.
These are so solid. Carry small notes of cash to tip service workers especially in places you visit frequently. Also, tip your cleaners or gift food to maintenance front staff. They'll appreciate this so much, and it's a small piece of kindness that you can kind of give forward. Also, avoid wearing thin sandals or going barefoot on the pavement in midsummer. You'll learn this the hard way. Your feet will be sorry. The same applies to if you're walking your dog. You do not want to have them out in midday heat.
Exactly. And this is important for all the drivers out there. The speed cameras strip after 20 kilometers per hour. So you have that buffer of 20 kilometers per hour, but don't go even don't exceed it at all, because you will be flashed by the radars. And of course, please use your indicators, and traffic app Waze sometimes works better than Apple Maps themselves.
Yeah, interesting. Dubai also has companies that will come to you. This is my favorite hack of all time, to refill your petrol. Cafu, we love you. And they also replace dead batteries, and they do actually a whole level of services right outside your front door. Also, a reminder of moral guidelines here. You do not swear, you do not drink in public, it's illegal. And also don't photograph people without their permission. Next up, take a photo of everything that's broken in your new apartment before you sign a contract. Send it to the landlord and tell them this was already broken, and ask them to fix it before you move in. If you try and do it later, they'll probably think that it's your fault. And also, if you don't do it before you move in, they'll be hesitant to give you your security deposit back.
Exactly. I have faced this issue. It is legit. Do take pictures of everything in your apartment that you think might come back and bite you later. And if you are moving and you don't have an international license, or you don't own a car, do try to stay as close to public transportation or like a Metro Connect as possible, because moving around without a car is a pain. And of course, cabs are sort of costly, so you would want to avoid and save as much as you can. So there are a few OTP scams as well running around. So if someone calls you from a random number telling you that they are from Dubai police and we have sent an OTP message, give us OTP, do not share it. It's a scam. No one's going to ask you for an OTP number.
Next up, and we've got 4 to go on the best hacks for if you're moving to Dubai. Also, just if you live in Dubai, these are pretty solid. Abu Dhabi has recently changed its speed limit rules. The speed limit written on the signs in Abu Dhabi is the exact limit without the 20 kilometer mile per hour buffer, hence, if it was 80 and you go to 81, you're going to get fined. Get an NOL or NOI card?
NOL card.
A NOL card for public transport, and 2 more to go.
Casey definitely doesn't have a NOL card.
How dare you? I was a Metro user for many years, and now I live in a place that's not serviced by a Metro.
Wow.
Someone has this
NOL card
question about, I don't know, how other people live. Continue.
You definitely don't have a NOL card, that's for sure.
I had one for years.
Do you have one now?
Potentially, because I don't clean out my wallet, but I haven't used it in ages.
It's probably expired.
I bought a car.
Oh, give me the NOL card at least.
I was 5 years on public transport.
Okay, fine.
And walking. I walked a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I walked.
In the heat?
Yes.
That's not that bougie.
It's not. Well, it's normal to me to walk to a destination. If I had a 10-minute walk to work, I just did it.
Oh, you've leveled
Left
up.
early in the morning, came home late.
Next hack, use you drive or e-car instead of cabs. Whenever you feel okay, so this one, is really cute. So whenever you feel low or lonely in Dubai, just sip on some karak chai. That is
and that's what we're going to end it on. Genius.
The hack,
Karak in some parts of the city has raised from 1 to 2 dirham, but that is an inflation chat that we'll get into on another day.
Yeah.
We love those Dubai hacks. If you have any more, do share them with us. We're just a sharing community, and it's so good to give people your best advice, because whether you've been here 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, your whole life, you'll have different advice on this amazing city. Speaking of advice, later in the show we have Christiana Makshan, who is the Dubai Matchmaker. She has dating advice coming out of her brain, and we love it, and she's going to be giving answers to your questions. So if you have questions about dating in Dubai, send them here now. We see you on Facebook. Good morning, Selena. We see you on Instagram, TikTok. If you have questions, send them through now, and we'll try and get them answered on the show for you. So if you're going through something,
type it in.
Type it in.
I'm going to type in mine right now.
God, surely you would
dating tips in general.
Please, dating tips. How to date. Let's jump into our next story. Super influencer Karen Wazen has shared a genuine before and after Glamsquad pic, and the internet is full of praise. So Karen Wazen, of course, needs absolutely zero introduction. She has 7.6 million followers. She's a mompreneur, and we're dubbing her a super influencer. She shares fun family updates, glorious fashion updates from fashion weeks around the world. She works with amazing designers. However, a recent picture that showed her before and after Glamsquad pic is actually the one that's getting so much praise.
So she titled the pic also, don't forget that this is also this, and added the caption, just know that when you're scrolling through Instagram, you will find the best curated photos of the people you love and follow. It sometimes takes hours and teams to make someone look the way they appear, which I feel like is such a, like reminder. You need those reminders from time to time that everything that you see online is curated, either touched up. It's not candid. A lot of the pictures and videos you see online take a lot of time, and it's not like a first take shot.
Yeah, it's so true, and it's so easy to forget if you're sitting at home scrolling on your feed and you see like this influence, and some of these influencers like people love, like Karen Wazen, like, and we have a nice family video, like she people love her for sharing like the fun videos with her family, and people really kind of look up to her as a role model. She's a businesswoman, she's doing it, she's hustling. But you see so many amazing photos of her because she was at, I think, New York Fashion Week, and the photos were stunning. And she's working with designers. So although you love the person, like, you can feel a little bit like you do those comparisons in your mind.
Yeah.
And that's what we should never do. However, that's why this picture was so amazing, because it's like a very genuine before photo, like without the makeup, and then the after. And she's like, by the way, this is also this. So yes, I look great like this. Or she didn't say yes, I look great, but she's like, yes, I can be fully done up, but this is also me. And I think it's such a great message to send, especially when you have 7 million followers, to just show that like real and genuine person behind all of the glitz and glamour of the life that her work brings her.
So true. So well said. And they have teams and teams to make them look like how they look, and like red carpet ready. You just don't walk out wearing a dress and put on some makeup and you're out on the red carpet. It's like it takes days of going through those spa treatments, the facials, and then on the day you're just like, you have like the hair team, you have the makeup team, you have the glam team, you just like,
there's a squad.
There's an entire squad.
There's a squad. Yeah. So a massive praise to Karen Wazen for reminding us that everything you see on the internet isn't real. We know, of course we know, but it's good to get those little reminders.
Exactly. We know you guys are like literally dying to get into the dating interview. So before we get into that, we'll quickly finish up with our last story. The North Yas area in Abu Dhabi is undergoing improvements for the community. So this is amazing news for those staying in the area. Now the Department of Municipalities and Transport announced a variety of projects for the North Yas area, and the DMT announced that September 15th is the start date of North Yas projects, and DMT's projects consist of improvements in road standards and safety, as well as the expansion of green spaces and community facilities. So DMT will preserve the public appearance and landscaping of the area, and finally they will develop long-term infrastructure plans for the North Yas area.
So not that it needs to, but North Yas is leveling up. The entire project is part of the Department of Municipality and Transport strategy. Moreover, the DMT strategy is to develop integrated urban communities, as well as improve the quality of life for residents in the Emirate, but by providing them with the infrastructure, public spaces, and so on. Guys, we're getting some questions coming through. Someone's asking something that I don't think it's really for Christiana, because it's like how to find a friend. But I don't know how specific you want to get with that, Abdullah. Thank you for tuning in. We see all of you. If you have questions for Christiana Maction, the Dubai Matchmaker, send them through now. But she is going to be with us after this very short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. You might have your job, your car and your home wrapped up, but what about your dating life? This topic comes up time and time again, and today we are joined by the dating expert, the Dubai Matchmaker, Christiana Maction, to give us the perspective we need about dating in Dubai. Welcome back to the show, Christiana.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Not at all.
Of course, so not too long ago we had you on the show, and we had an amazing chat on dating. You were telling us more about what you do, matchmaking, all of that. But first, I just want to ask you, on Instagram, you have the most exciting, informative reels and information that you put out. How? Where do you get inspired? Do you have the time? Like, how?
Well, I think being 33 here in Dubai, I have been single, and also being on the dating apps, I just think about the struggles that I had when I was dating and what information I wanted or needed in order to get out there and attract the ideal partner. So I really base it on myself, my own experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case people missed the show last time, let's give a quick rundown of what you do, and then if anything's changed since we last saw you, get it out there.
So hi everybody, my name is Christiana Maction. I am the Dubai Matchmaker, and not only do we do matchmaking, we also do dating coaching. We really come from an empowered dating standpoint. But since last I was on the show, we have formed a partnership with Millionaires Club and Sync Matchmaking. So now we are offering unlimited matchmaking opportunities both in Dubai and worldwide.
Is that the big dating show one?
Yes. So Patty Stanger from Millionaire Matchmaker on Bravo, like years and years ago, 8 seasons. Her and her team reached out to me in May about joining them and leading the Middle East division of Millionaires Club, and here I am today.
Okay, so if you are a millionaire looking to date, this is the lady you go to.
It is.
But you also have, you're also giving out the advice on Instagram.
Yes.
You're also it's the solid advice that I think people are really kind of like resonating with.
Yes.
So we're going to go into dating advice. We put question on Instagram yesterday, and we got loads of questions. But before we jump into that, this is something, I guess, from our own archives that we have questions about.
Okay.
Okay, what's the right place to meet someone in Dubai?
Okay, right place. I mean, there isn't just one right place. I would really think about like what hobbies do you enjoy? What interests do you have? And then this is going to give you that kind of, I guess, place to go. For example, if you're really like the artsy type and maybe you want to attract somebody similar, I would think of going to places that are in Al Sirkal Avenue. Or thinking about, maybe I'll join a workshop, I'll do an art walk, look up art gallery openings, things like that. If you're more of an active person, maybe join a running club, a hiking club, or attend the gym and do mixed classes.
What about introverts?
Introverts.
Who as in what if I'm into gaming and I actually find social events quite uncomfortable and awkward. How do we get those people into relationships?
Yes, I think that if you're an introvert, right, like we were saying, the gaming interests
Asking for a friend, Casey.
My secret gaming habit.
Yes, exactly.
Not against it, but who knows?
Yeah, well, look up gaming events, or
gaming events are big.
Yeah, gaming events
are
huge, definitely. And then if you are more of an introvert, I mean, I do advise people to get off the apps and date in real life. But maybe dating apps are a good avenue for you to at least make that initial connection, but try your best to get off the app and meet that person in person.
It's like gamifying dating is a dating app, really, at the end of the day.
Oh, wow. The game of the swipes. Like fruit ninja. Someone on Instagram asked for your handle. So do you mind sharing?
Of course. I'm at christiana.maction.matchmaker.
So our next question to you is where? I mean, not the where. So how do you do dating right in Dubai? So we know about the wrongs. We know how not to do it, not to get on. Sometimes it's you should try meeting the person and going, like you said,
getting off the app quickly.
Exactly.
Yes,
so how to do it right? All the ways to do it right.
Like I said, I would really invest in those hobbies and interests and really think about, where do I enjoy going? When do I have the most fun? And then tap into those things. And even go out in a group. Like you were saying, maybe you're more introverted. So maybe doing not a group date, but maybe a group outing. Like for example, let's say you're really intellectual. Why don't you do a quiz night? Go with a couple group of friends, a couple friends in your group, and then see if there is anybody there. But
solid.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you really want to make sure that you're going out because you're investing in yourself and you're interested in this topic or this activity. Because once you start going out with the intent of I'm going to meet somebody, that puts a lot of pressure and really high expectations on it, and where you might be disappointed at the end. Go out, enjoy yourself, be with your friends, invest in something that you're already interested in, and then it never feels like a lose. It's a win. You gain something from it.
And you're doing you, guys.
Yes.
So yesterday or the day before, we had this amazing couple on the show, Ali and Walla Hanawi. They are YouTubers.
Okay.
And they share their family updates. They're very, very sweet and genuine. But they shared their love at first sight story. Which was just beautiful. He was like, I didn't even want to meet someone. I was at this wedding. And he was like, I looked over. And he was like, and I knew. And he told his mom. And then his mom went and made sure they danced at the wedding.
Oh my God.
married, they have a baby. But how? Like, do you believe in love at first sight? Or love at first swipe even? I don't know.
I definitely believe that obviously there's two ways, right? People talk about like, oh my gosh, if I don't have fireworks on the first date, I'm never going to see this person again. But then there's the opposite side, the slow burn. Maybe it started as a friendship and you built that foundation. Then one day you turn around and go, what? You're like, Dave is actually kind of hot. What is this?
Yeah.
And maybe you form this kind of other connection with them. I would say though that most of the relationships that I have been in have been like that immediate spark. But it wasn't from swiping on an app. It was from meeting in person. Because I also think that what happens a lot in dating is that you might have like a long laundry list of all the things you want in a partner, whether that's physical traits, star qualities, attributes that this person you want them to have. But when you meet somebody in person, that list goes out the window sometimes.
Yeah,
because there's just this energy between you. It's magnetic. Yeah.
So I saw this dating show on Netflix, and it's all about like when you find someone sort of, like you feel like it's a person for you, you have to learn to adjust, you have to learn to compromise. So is that something you would also like push your clients for and go like,
interesting question. Do you compromise for someone if they don't meet all the requirements?
I don't like using the word compromise. I think that compromise has a negative connotation to it. And like also the word sacrifice. A lot of people say, oh, in relationships, you have to sacrifice, you have to compromise. I would say that, let's say you are in a relationship with somebody, instead of using those words, start saying, let's come to an agreement, or we agree to, let's find a solution together. But in terms of when you're meeting somebody and you're compromising on your list, I would say the better focus would be on being attracted to how this person makes you feel and how they treat you. Don't think about this long list of 6'2" and above. You're shaking your head.
No, solid.
It's so true. It's how they make you feel.
Yes, how they make you feel, how they treat you, and that should be where your, I guess, laundry list of things or wants that you have in a relationship.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, every now and then when we have a guest, we put a little question poll on Instagram the day before. Do you have any questions?
Oh, God.
To say we were inundated with questions from Dubai about dating, like, guys, you have questions, and they all come in. We keep them anonymous, obviously.
Yes.
But there's been so many that have come through. So we're going to do expert dating advice with the Dubai Matchmaker on the Lovin Dubai show. Do you want to kick it off?
Okay.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one that's like burning right now. Dating cleanse. Tell us a little bit more about that. You spoke about that on your Instagram. Why is that important?
So like I mentioned before, my partner Patty Sanger, she wrote a book in 2009 called like Become Your Own Matchmaker. And I bought this in 2009, and it's crazy that like over a decade later, now we're partners. Like, and I have the book here with me in Dubai, which is insane. So I thought, let me go through the book because there's so much advice and golden nuggets that are still applicable today. So a dating detox, she says, okay, if you just got out of a relationship, maybe you've gone on like basically a long list of like first dates that went nowhere, or you've never been in a relationship. Take a dating detox, and this is where you date yourself. So if it was like a long, maybe you were in a relationship for a few months, then do 30 days. And then it goes all the way up to 90 days if you are getting divorced or if you're in a relationship for 2 years plus. And in this dating detox phase, it's about really getting back to you. Not only putting yourself first, but putting yourself on a pedestal. Because once you start doing that, and don't be surprised when everybody starts lining up to date you because you're glowing, because you feel so amazing about yourself and so confident, but really stick to that time period in order to get yourself right. Because once you start dating from being on a pedestal, it's easier to see both the green and the red flags.
Like by dating you mean know anything before and after or nothing?
Nothing. Zero dot.
You know, like no
the in-betweens.
Attractions,
yes. No in-betweens.
Yeah.
Can I say I love that, because I actually had this conversation with a girlfriend after seeing your video, and she was like, oh, but I haven't been in a relationship. But what you're saying is, if you haven't been in a relationship, even that, like, take all the ambiguity about what you're looking for and just put the time back into you.
Yes, for sure.
Which I love. A lot of the questions kind of lend towards the negative, to be honest.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so how do you keep a man loyal?
Oh, I love that one.
Why are you begging somebody to be with you?
I don't have the name on this.
Do you feel like
sorry,
everyone? Do you feel like everyone is a little like opposed to cheating? Do you think because I keep hearing this from a lot of people these days, like it is inevitable that the man or the woman in the relationship at some point will cheat or like have an affair. So do you think that's something that is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable, and I don't think that. I think in 2022 you can write any relationship that you want. And what is the relationship that works for the two of you? And that can't be judged by anybody else. If it works for the two of you, then it works for you. In terms of infidelity, I would say that when you are open with your partner, not just in the beginning of your relationship, but throughout the relationship, and you have like regular check-ins about, hey, are we happy? Are we happy individually? Are we happy together? What kind of needs and wants do you have that is going to make this relationship not only better individually, but together? And when you have those regular check-ins and you really care about the other person and you create a safe space for communication, then you're able to talk about certain things like this and maybe avoid things that you don't want to happen in your relationship.
Solid.
Solid.
There we go.
And so how to keep a man loyal? Don't be begging for your man. The next one is, how do you deal with a two-timer? How do you deal? So we don't have the context, we don't have the information. I'm assuming this question means they want to keep the relationship going. I'm assuming.
Okay, so meaning that this person was...
Because deal would either mean like cut it but the answer would be cut it, right?
Okay, so two-timer meaning that maybe they cheated?
Someone has cheated.
Someone has cheated. Have you had an open conversation about maybe why the cheating happened? What needs were lacking on both sides? And can you find a solution together moving forward? And if you can't, then I would say, have pride in yourself and respect for yourself that if this isn't the kind of relationship that you want, remember, how are they treating you? How are they making you feel? Then be brave enough to move on because, listen, like, there's many fish in the sea.
Be brave enough to move on.
Many fish in the sea.
So I feel like a lot of solutions is just open communication and just keep that communication line very free flowing.
Definitely.
So the next question, how do you break the ice and start a conversation? Like best icebreaker topics.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I love these. Okay, so are you in a crowded room? Is it like a first date?
Okay, let me set the scene.
Okay, set the scene.
Oh my days, I've actually tried this recently and failed miserably.
Icebreaker question?
Yeah.
I know, I told you I had to Google the next day to YouTube, like how to
start a conversation, yeah.
It gets so bad. Okay, so you're in a room, okay, and you're walking. Okay, let's set the scene again. I said it like twice in my head. Now this is the third scene I'm setting. So it's a party. You don't know anyone there. You're someone's plus one. The plus one has gone away, and you have to mingle and get to know people yourself. And there is this really cute guy or girl over there.
Yeah,
you want to talk to them. They're sitting alone. Now's your chance. Icebreaker questions, go.
Okay, the easiest thing when you're at a party is, hey, who do you know here? Because I mean, you're in a small setting, like, hey, or you know the host, hey, do you know Casey? How do you guys know each other? That's an easy lay into it.
Yeah.
Let's say it's more of like a cold approach. Maybe it's not a party or like a smaller setting. And let's say you're on a date, right? I think to have questions that everybody can answer, but the answer to the question is going to give you more insight about the other person. Like, I love asking, like, if you won the lottery today, what would be your first purchase? Because then you get to know their priorities a bit. Another great one is...
I love these questions that give you the insights. So great.
Yes, like, because it's not like a direct question as to like, oh, like, well, what would you spend your money on? Because I think that's a little crass, a little rude. It would be more just like, oh, whimsical, like, it's fairy tale. And I love asking as well, like, your 3 wishes from a genie. That gives you insight into priorities, ambitions, things like this. Another great one that I like to ask, which gives you more insight into their ambitions, is what was your dream job when you were younger? what is your dream job now? And then see, like, do those align? Are they happy in their job now, in their role now? Are they striving for something more? Are they content? And yeah, it gives you just more insight.
Take notes, fam. Take notes if you have dates. Okay, unfortunately, we just have time for 2 more questions.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do
2
it.
more questions. What are, and you asked this on your Instagram as well, but what are important red flags? Like, what are the red flags that think, maybe not?
Okay.
Cut it soon.
A definite no, yeah.
A definite no. Are you meeting on a dating app or meeting in person?
Meeting in person.
They just,
in person?
They just said what are the most important
Okay,
red
let's do
flags.
both.
Yeah, okay. So in person, I would say engagement. Is this person engaged in the conversation with you? Are they making eye contact? Are they smiling? I'm a person, I love compliments. So are they complimenting you? Red flags for me, I am a stickler for manners, so I need to see how you hold utensils.
I think everyone has different red flags, maybe.
Everybody has different red flags.
Chopsticks.
Yeah. But
guys, you cannot meet Christiana if you cannot use chopsticks.
I just ate from the plate right away, so I'm never gonna so I'm not going to dinner with you. I don't want to be judged.
I would say that's why I do first dates at a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, well, actually, there's a question about dating apps. Okay, do you have one more to go?
No.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, and then I think that number one, though, that can be a blanket one is the engagement, right? Are they listening to what you're saying? Are they asking you questions after you've said something? And then that also gives you the kind of insight into their effort as well. Are they even willing to get to know you? Are they putting in that investment in that time with you?
Love that. Loved all the advice you shared today, especially the ones before. You know the one I'm talking about?
I feel like there was a couple of solid ones.
The dating cleanse. Love that. Love. I've been obsessing over that video of yours.
You have to keep watching because we're actually doing like part 1, part 2, part 3, part. Like I'm going to take you through all the 8 steps, like in little parts. So like every Monday, I'll drop like a little more knowledge on it.
What's the next one?
So the next one is step 2, and it's really about like creating your happy list.
All of them are available on your Instagram. And guys, like solid dating advice. And if you have questions, I'm sure you're answering on DMs all the time. A quick one more shout out to where people can find you if they have questions.
Yeah, so Christiana.maction.matchmaker, also ChristianaMaction.com. And if you are still seeking somebody in Dubai, 21st of September, I am hosting an event at Intersect by Lexus. Go to my website, apply for it, and it's fun because it's like your application, you also have to apply for a friend of the opposite sex that you think is eligible bachelor or bachelorette.
So it's a chatting, a meeting, a mingling. We love it.
I am there.
We are there.
Come.
Guys, thank you so much. It's been an absolute blast to have you on the show as always. That is Christiana in Action, the Dubai Matchmaker, and that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys.
Hello everyone, it's Hala Bassam from Smashy TV. Are you interested in the latest tech and business news in the region? Then make sure to check out our show Tech Bil Arabi on Smashy TV app and on our website www.smashy.tv. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Smashy TV. Smashy TV for the driven, the dreamers, and the doers from Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.